Hey everyone! Today was an interesting day. I went to work, went to clinic as usual Tuesday, and everything was normal up until we had this one patient. And so like my friend pulls me aside and he says, "Hey, this guy, he's really talkative. He's an old hippie. Like, right, he doesn't look like that anymore, but he is. So he may get into a lot of this other stuff." I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So we go in there, and he starts talking to me, this man. And so he asked me my name. He's like, "So, you gonna be doing me today?" I just said, "No, I'm just observing today." And that's when he said, "Oh, yeah, okay. You observe me and I observe you." I'm just like, okay, alright, let's get to it. And so then he goes on, and I'm writing down my notes and everything. And he starts talking about auras. And he's like, "Yeah, I like reading auras. Everyone has an aura, mental, physical. There are a lot of different bodies, mental bodies, emotional bodies, physical bodies. We all have them, and I like to read them. I can tell what yours says right now." And I'm just like, okay. And then that's when he did his, like, Sharon Stone basic instinct crossing the leg things, and the guy totally flashes me. He's wearing these, like, little tiny 70s basketball player shorts and no underwear. A 69-year-old man. And he flashed me. So I'm just like, let me look out the window. And then, so we're supposed to be taking, like, his pulse. You look at his tongue, take his pulse. He's doing this thing with his tongue. I'm just like, oh gosh, okay, and I have to keep my poker face, because we're not supposed to get worked up or anything. So I'm just like, okay, serious face. And then, like, he keeps going on and on, this man. It's like, first he flashes me, he does this weird thing when I'm taking his pulse. And then, like, he starts talking about, like, his feet and everything, and, like, it reflects in his pulse. It makes sense if you know anything about TCM. And it's like, we get him up on the bed. And that's when he, like, looks over at me. He's like, needles make me cry. I need a baby doll and something to suck. I was like, what on earth? Who is this man? But, yeah, so we got the needles in him and everything, but yeah, he's coming back next week. Oh, and like, my friend, this is the third time he had treated him. He didn't remember his name, but he knew all about me. Kept on saying my first name, my last name, knew everything. Couldn't remember Dan's name. But, yeah, so that was an interesting man. He was telling me about, like, his weekend. He went to this party with his lady friends, and how they like to get high and everything else. I'm just like, oh my gosh, great. It's like Timothy Leary lives in this man right now. Yeah, but he's coming back. He was a character. He was funny. But some of the stuff he said was a little out there. Wasn't expecting. It was almost as bad as this one stroke patient I had, like, a couple years ago. That was interesting. But, that's a different story. But things like that, they make the clinic fun. They do overall. It was just really, really unexpected. But there is something else that I have a question to ask. I'm going to a white elephant party this Friday, this weekend. And so I need some help picking out what to take. I've got a small variety of things. I've got talking lips, the telephone, you see, this thing, like speakers that you hook up to whatever little plug will go into. Sony Walkman, 2 gigabytes, it's pink. Toxinout, broad spectrum detox program, or USB portable stripper and dancer. So I'm not really sure what to take. So your suggestions among those 5 items, we've got USB stripper with let me see this, with pole, there we go, with pole, Toxinout, Sony Walkman, talking lips that hooks up to your phone. Speaker. Okay, so 1 through 5. Just say something. Don't say 1 through 5 because I don't think I did it. Just say a name. And a name of the product, not like George or something. Okay, I've got to go feed Boopy and, oh, there's a phone. Okay, so bye everyone. Have a good night.